for helicopter arrival.
Hello everybody and welcome to Tour Tuesday and this tour of my 5 Deaths miniature recreation, or whatever you want to call it, longest title ever. We have just landed on Mini Matanceros and we'll be walking around the, well, technically there are 6 islands. I've also included Nublar because, well, why wouldn't I? Pretend we didn't just climb over the roof. We are just guests in this park. And yeah, we're just gonna have a little look-see, see what we got over here. And there you go. So we're gonna walk around, get very excited about nothing at all. But the twins are excited. Look at them. Look at them. Synchronized excitement. 10 out of 10. Even the Russian judge agrees. So this is Mini Matanceros, and the idea behind this entire park build was to create the islands from the game in miniature form, and then sort of, you know, populate them with dinosaurs that we unlock on those islands during the campaign. Not all of them, because that would make this park very crowded. We can see a Triceratops in the distance over there. We have a nice little viewpoint over here, so we're just gonna take a stroll down to this little area. You know, imagine there'd be, I don't know, picnic tables here or something, a little coffee and hot dog stand with overpriced products, as you might expect from a theme park. You know, use your imagination here. The hot dog stand is right there. There's a guy selling coffee, and you can get like a Jurassic ice cream cone. Use the force, use your imagination. So you have a nice view of the ocean and the other islands in the distance, where we'll be going next. But first, Matanceros, which we are on. And we're gonna have a look at the, let's actually speed this up a little bit, because I'm impatient. Again, we're not flying over the roof, we're going on the tour. So this is the northern part of Matanceros, and what we have here, we're actually gonna cheat, we're gonna crest this hill. And here you go, we have beautiful Monstosaurus. We have a very noisy Ceratosaurus that keeps interrupting the tour. He keeps, well, he finds these vehicles particularly irresistible. Look at my cool boy. And, also, she's beauty, she's grace, she's Triceratops. Okay, so that is the first exhibit on Matanceros. We're flying through because there is a lot to show in this park. Now, this is just the guest area where we arrive with, you know, everything you could possibly need as a guest. And then on this side, we have more excited people taking selfies. I don't know where your tablets disappeared into, but I'm gonna trust it. In this exhibit, we have the most important dinosaur in the game, Struthiomimus. Let's hop over the fence. There you go, Struthiomimus. Oh, no, keep in mind, social distancing. Social distancing. Don't get too close. But this entire exhibit is just Struthiomimus to be observed in their full glory. You can hear guests are getting very excited about it. So the path winds all the way around this exhibit. And then we are going to cross this bridge over here to Muerta. I had to have a think for a second. I keep thinking it's Tacano, but this is Muerta. And just like in the game, Muerta is separated into 2 sections. So we have what's it called? Muerta East, and we have the regular Muerta from the campaign. So you can already see the Loro Titan over there, which of course you unlock in Dr. Wu's campaign. It's a bit of a trek up this steep hill, but it's gonna be worth it. You get a nice view into both enclosures. There's not much to see over here. Yeah, well, we can see a Metri in the water. We can see Velociraptors running in the distance. Obviously, those 2 dinosaurs played a pretty big role in the campaign for Muerta. Over here we have Loro Titan, and we also have sneaky little Troodon in this exhibit as well. So we might get lucky, but I don't know, maybe not. Over there we can just barely make out the tail of the Diplodocus, which of course was flown in as part of the Sick Dinosaurs mission on Muerta, which is one of my favorite campaign missions, actually. Little factoid for you there. It's completely useless, but there you have it. Alrighty. So that's pretty much, yeah, so Muerta is just this long path going down the island to take us to the next island, which is, of course, Sorna. That's not the order of the islands as you unlock them in the game, but it is the order of the islands as they are positioned on the map. Oh, there are the Troodon. There you go. Sneaky little so-and-sos. Alright, we're moving on. We're following the security person. No, we're going past the security person. We have another land bridge going on to the next island, which is, as I said, Sorna. We're going to speed it up a little bit. There you go. Lovely shirt, sir. So here we have the big boy fences. Of course, these are quintessential for Sorna. And over there we have the Stegosaurus, also a very important part of the gameplay on Sorna. The island, as we all remember, comes with a ton of Stegosaurus. Regrettably, I mean, it would have been exciting if we'd had other dinosaurs as well, but it is what it is. In this, oh. There you go. We have the Spinosaurus right there as well. You can just see him through the chain link fence. This little roundabout section is decorated with some redwood trees. And when we go around here, we have this nice little beach area with some guest facilities, including a hotel. So this is where guests can spend the night. Moving back along. So this next feature is actually one of my favorite parts of this entire build. And that's like this alley over here, which goes right between a carnivore exhibit on the right-hand side and the Stegosaurus exhibit on the other side. I just think this looks so cool. It's a little bit claustrophobic, but at the same time it feels really like what you would... It feels kind of like, you know, one of those tunnels in an aquarium. I like it. Not gonna lie. Oh, that was very fast. Here we have Stego Boy waving his tail at us, his Stagomizer. There's the Spino again. Also in this exhibit are Velociraptors. No, not Velociraptors. I took the Velociraptors out. I got confused a little bit. I started to recreate movie Sorna when I should have been recreating game Sorna. Hello, big boy. Whoa! Oh, we have compies in here. There you go. There goes a little compy. Yeah, that's what's in here. I replaced the Velociraptors with the compies. I totally forgot about that. See, this is totally cool. Just imagine standing here and this beast just walking right alongside you. Very, very cool. I really like this. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. So we're moving on, going through, trusting the strength of these fences. And we're gonna curve around. We can hear the compies following us. Hopefully they don't sneak through the chain link fence. That would be an issue. And then when you come around here, you get introduced to this huge structure, and you could see the Pteranodon just landing on its ridge right there. You have the huge structure of the aviary on your left. I'm gonna speed up a little bit again. So here we'd have the entry to the aviary. And we can also go around. And we can follow this long path. And you can already see up ahead we have the Mamenchisaurus. We have Pentaceratops. And there's another little roundabout section over here for the guests to appreciate these dinosaurs. Also a Apatosaurus. And these are just more of the dinosaurs that play a part on the campaign on Sorna. And we have another nice view of the ocean with Nublar in the distance right there. You can see the visitor center. We're gonna walk back. And then up next is the last exhibit of Sorna. And it's a teeny tiny exhibit, but it has a pretty small dinosaur, namely the Dryosaurus. Here's one of the cuties right now. Hey, buddy boy. So this tiny exhibit is populated by Dryosaurs, which is of course a later addition to the game, but they are apparently unlocked on Sorna. I didn't even know that, but they are unlocked on Sorna. Also over here, more guest facilities, a hotel, a man standing there doing nothing. It's a little bit weird. He's just contemplating life. Just know, sir, the fall won't kill you. Keep that in mind. And we're moving on. Next little roundabout section. You could tell I'm, even though I'm Evolution Square, I'm quite obsessed with circles, which is a branding issue, but that's fine. So next up we have another bridge, and we can go straight ahead to Tacano, or we can take a very sharp left and go to Nublar. But of course we're gonna go to Tacano first. Oh, look at them holding hands, romantic. So Tacano is just a big tour. You can't actually go into the mainland very far. You have to hop into the tour and then experience it that way. And again, just like the other islands, Tacano is populated by dinosaurs that you unlock on Tacano. And here we have the Herrerasaurus, which was another later addition. We have a big lake at the center of Tacano, which of course we know from the playable map. It's not actually on the map of Tacano itself, but I felt like adding it. Of course, we all remember the Deinonychus from the missions on Tacano. They could be quite a handful. Alrighty, just casually phasing through us. What else is in here? I'm not quite sure. I think that might have been it. I think I kept it with the small carnivores for this one. Also over here is, we can't actually visit it, but on like this little peninsula of Tacano, because as we remember, the campaign, if you have the Doctor Wu DLC, Tacano also has 2 buildable locations. We also have the Tacano Research Facility, so this is sort of meant to represent that. This is the Tacano Research Facility with a surprise dinosaur. He's just hiding behind the tower. There he is. It is the Spinoraptor, which of course is unlocked on Tacano Research Facility. So that felt appropriate. Now, before you shout at me that he should have a fish feeder, you're totally right. He should have a fish feeder, but I couldn't fit it in here, and I didn't feel like doing this circle over again. But I really like this. I really like this. And we just have personnel up here keeping track of this very dangerous hybrid. Oh, I love the Spinoraptor so much. He is so cool. I like this. I mean, I don't like that this building is completely useless, but I do like the look of it. Now, where we especially don't get to go as guests is actually Penna, which is completely unreachable for our guests and even for our staff. What's here? Just the entire rocky island is surrounded by big old fences, because what we have over here, you can see her in the distance. Speed it up. There you go. We have the Indominus Rex. And she has the entirety of Penna to herself. Obviously, Penna isn't very large, so that's not quite as much of a luxury as it sounds like, having an island all for yourself. So we're just speeding through. We're back on Tacano with the small carnivores. Having seen that, we're gonna go visit Nublar, which is of course the crown jewel of this island chain. It's a really long walk over there. I really wish real bridges were a thing in the game, but alas, they are not. So here we are. Let's actually do like a little bit of a crab walk along here. Let's slow down a little bit. So in the very distance on the right you have Mataceros. In the middle we have Muerta, and to the left of the screen with the aviary is Sorna. I really like that. I really like seeing the islands in the distance. It's nice. It's nice. Here we have a nice entry point for Nublar, appropriately aesthetic, I suppose. Lined with lights, some trees. We have the beautiful visitor center up ahead. We have signs pointing the way in case we get lost. And we can take another tour on this island. So let's do that. And these are two of the dinosaurs that are in this exhibit. I added one after the fact. And we'll see what it is. During my build, I completely forgot about Nublar North. So that's kind of like a spoiler for you. I added something from Nublar North. Here we go. Through the classic gates, which was a suggestion from a viewer on the final video. Oh, I hear something. Yeah. I'm guessing that was the big one who just crashed her body into a car. She's fine though. We can't say the same about the car. The car has seen better days. Well, we got distracted by the big one. The T-Rex, the actual big one, managed to escape into the shrubbery. Let's see if we can find her. I hear her. This is reminding me of the Isle. I'm stuck. I'm still stuck. Update, I'm still stuck. Let's break through the canopy and free myself. I want to break free. Rexy. Ah, there she is. And also with one of her distant cousins, the Albertosaurus, in the background over there. So those are the three animals that populate this. Ooh. Yeah, screaming seems like a good idea at this point. It's not gonna help you, but it's a good idea still. So these are the three dinosaurs of Nublar. Oh, we can also, what we can do actually is see one of the landmarks of Nublar. Oh, I totally forgot about this. This is a little ode to a famous scene. We have the restroom with the T-Rex sign. You know, keep in mind that these aren't supposed to be the actual mini islands. This is like a theme park recreation of the island. So this would, you know, be a very inappropriate but fitting little nod to the real Nublar. And also a little nod to the real Nublar is this sort of facsimile of of a volcano. It doesn't look very volcanic. We have the raptors coming down from the volcano. Yeah, there's like a little bump. Just imagine this is all just solidified lava. It took me a while to find the word. And that's the tour. We have a bush randomly growing in the middle of the ocean. Pay no attention to that. And those are all of the islands. So let's fly up so you can get a nice overview of the finished result and actually see like a little surprise I added in the water as well. Now, if you like this build, if you've seen all of the previous episodes where I actually constructed these islands, it's all organized per, pretty much just one episode per island with the exception of Sorna, I think. If you like building series like this, please help me out and subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to me. And, you know, I hope I can entertain you with more building series like this. It's going very slow. Don't worry, I'm gonna speed it up for you. So if you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel, help me out, and I hope I can help you out in turn with some building inspiration. Now, over there, what we have over there is actually what I wanted to show you. In the shallow water between what is this? I keep forgetting it's Muerta, but I keep wanting to say Tacano. But in the shallow water that separates Muerta from Sorna, we have a big-ass mosasaur lurking around, trying to see if any people accidentally think about dipping their toes into the water. This is actually my third mosasaur that I made this way. I think it's a nice little touch, until we might maybe one day eventually in a sequel or maybe not get an actual aquatic DLC. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything more. We're flying up. Well, let's move forward. Let's actually get into position over here. There you go. So these are the 5 deaths and Nublar all in one map. This is, of course, Nublar 1993, the biggest map in the game, and I think the most suitable for this recreation. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this build and that you enjoyed watching this tour, and if you did, you know, give it a like, give it a comment, and if you have any suggestions for future builds, please let me know. I'm always looking to spend more of my time in Jurassic World Evolution. I'm getting close to the 700-hour mark, I think. I should check. I'll check. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, enjoy the game.